Hey there everybody, and welcome back to more Pikmin. On this part, we're going to be taking on both Day 13 and Day 14 to show you a boss within this area. Now, I don't remember on which days which ones show up. That's right, which ones. There are multiple. There's two different bosses. I said a boss, but there's two. Alright, now the boss will appear over here at this stump. Yep, there appears to be nothing there, so that means we're gonna need blue Pikmin. And a lot of them. Now this boss is more annoying than anything else. The only real Pikmin it can threaten are your reds or yellows. No. And even on top of that, it doesn't really threaten your reds or yellows that much. Just avoid it. It's essentially harmless though, that's what it comes down to. Any of the bosses you return to in this area come down to being essentially harmless. There we go. Come on. Disappear. There we go. That's what I like to see. Okay. Actually, I think this many blue Pikmin was quite overkill, but it'll be fine. I don't need to get those ones over there. Like I said, I think this is quite overkill. Hey. Seriously, you? Come down here. Alright. This is the Goolix. And yes, I remembered its name for once. Just let them go to town. Now, there's an easier way to beat it by hitting that weird little membrane thing in the center here. Let me show you guys. It decreases their HP by a lot, but it also launches the Pikmin everywhere. And honestly, I've never killed it like, ow, this. So I'm just gonna let it happen. That's right, over here. Come on, stretch out. You seem to have an obsession with me, and that makes me uncomfortable, Goolix. Slowly nudging in my direction. Come on. I'm just gonna run around you, let you die. Yep, and he drops all those. Where'd that one Pikmin go? It's all the way down there. That's fine then. Now, this is another good day to raise up Pikmin, because if you're coming back to this area to fight that boss, then you're gonna be here. All these pearly clamps. Now, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I am actually going to refrain from it and just go to the end of day. Go to the end of day. I cut out my sneezes now. I don't know if any of you will actually want to hear my sneezes, but I cut them out. God help you if you want to hear me sneeze. Alright. Now, let's go over here and take out the pearly clamps. I know I said cut to the end of day as soon as we can, but I'm going to at least let this go to the half a day, so tomorrow we'll have at least... So that at least in total this will be one complete video instead of a half a video. Plus, it's not very often I get to worship the blue Pikmin and raise them up even further. Further than sitting there God complex for when I play Pikmin 2. All hail the blue Pikmin. Hey, you. Alright. Yeah, like I said though, I am genuinely giving all of these pearls to the blue Pikmin. There are probably better things I could be doing with this, but I've decided against that. Oh my god, they barely got out in time. That was a terrible mistake. Okay. Soon I'll have this out. There's not much to talk about now that I've returned to this area. Come on. Oh yeah, I actually watched a speedrun of this game recently, and a lot of the tactics I realize can only be played out on the Wii version. Oh my god, it makes me so sad, because I thought for a while I could do it, and at the start of it, I thought, you know what, I can see how I can cut back on some time there, but no, not really. It requires specifically the Wii pointer, and that would require me have a recording setup that I can record my Wii. Unfortunately, I cannot. Ah, well, I guess that's for the future. My Wii or Wii U, actually. I'd prefer to record it on the Wii U, so it displays a more crisp image. And plus, I have Pikmin on the Wii U anyways. I bought it even though I have every other version as well, because I am a extreme Pikmin fanboy. Okay. Yeah, no, really though, I absolutely love Pikmin. It's my favorite game. And I own every version of it as proof. Every version released in North America as proof. Alright. Come on. There we go. Where's the... Oh, right. Come on. And... Oh. That could have went a lot better. Yeah, but I'm just gonna be giving everything to the blue Pikmin, aren't I? Oh, I mean, the blue Pikmin are the best Pikmin. So it makes sense that I give everything that I can to them. Yeah, beat that. There we go. And up I go. You guys can stay down there. I don't need you up here. Well, it's not like you can get up here anyways. You're not like the yellows, which can just hop on their own. There we go. And then throw the remainder on here. And after that, we'll just end the day. And then, immediately, we'll pick up and go right back here. Because we can. Now, it's actually fun to mention this. I didn't think about it at first, but while we're going through the end of day, I will tell you guys. God. As of this day, some changes will happen in the Forest of Hope, and those changes are there will be more enemies, such as a swooping snitch bug, I believe, that will suddenly start appearing around this time. If you're relatively good at the game, you won't need to go back to the Awakening Wood again. But if you do, and you think it's a good idea to go there to a farm for Pikmin, it can get quite frustrating because of the new enemy. Which, by the way, I think there's 2 of, and they will very quickly find your base. So you can't just leave Pikmin at your base anymore. Alright. 13 days since impact. It is very strange. The scenery of this planet, which I once found hostile, now sometimes strikes me as surprisingly serene. Perhaps the Pikmin have opened my heart to the beauty of this world. I even started thinking there were some parts I do not need. A daydream. He keeps saying that, but you definitely don't need all the parts. Alright, save completed. Now let's return to the impact site again. So yeah, I do remember now. Every day, every odd numbered day, including and past day 9, the Goolix will appear. And every even numbered day past day 9, not counting days it takes to respawn, because it takes 3 days for them to respawn, I believe. Every day after that, the Mamuta will appear. That's that guy over there. See him? Yeah. he is the parent of the Smoky Prog. I have no idea how such an innocent creature... You'll see what I mean by innocent in a minute. But honestly, this thing is harmless. Borderline harmless. And I have no idea how it has such a frightening larval stage. It's just honestly concerning. Do you respawn that quick? Yeah, you do. Ah, I thought you guys took 2 days to respawn like most enemies in the game. But no, you take 1. Actually, you don't even technically take any days. What am I hitting? What am I hitting? There we go. That's a lot of nectar. I think this is the most I've ever gotten out of one. And then he disappears. That's fine. I do, however, want every single Pikmin I can get for taking on the Mamuta. You can actually just entirely avoid the Mamuta, and you will have no problems. Or you can do what I'm going to do and mercilessly slaughter it. I never said I was a kind of benevolent god. Okay. Come on. Now, Mamuta, you never see the Smoky Prog in the series again, by the way. And that means you never see a Mamuta in its larval form ever again, and that is a relief. Alright. Now, let's see what this thing can do. It smacks things, knocks them down. Yeah, it plants Pikmin. It puts them in the ground, and there is nothing else it does. That's all. It's not a joke, that's all. It is completely harmless. It is a honestly sweet and innocent creature that you destroy. You get quite a few Pikmin out of it, so by all means destroy it. But nonetheless, it does no harm whatsoever to your Pikmin. Unless you leave them planted for too long and then they disappear. Come on. God, that was a waste. There we go. And again? No, I genuinely think the Mamuta is the weakest enemy in this game, but in Pikmin 2, it can be the bane of your existence, depending on how you play the game, because they're only available in the underground cavern system in Pikmin 2, and only in certain ones. And I have had moments in that where they plant all of my available Pikmin, and I just cannot continue after that, because then they wreck me. Because I just play the game dumb. Whenever you fight a Mamuta, I recommend that you throw Pikmin at it, not... Oh! Well, there we go. We saw that. We saw that. Oh my god. Well, that pearl definitely goes to the reds now. Let's just get more reds out so I don't have to pluck. Well, that happened. I was too distracted talking about how passive the Mamuta was. And strategies recommending fighting it. Yay. I feel genuinely bad after that. God, that was awful. Anyways, Pearly Clam Clamps, like I've said, they can kill as many Pikmin as you throw in them. There's no limit to the amount of Pikmin they can kill. It can really ruin a game for you depending on how well aware you are of the game. Well, a run of the game for you, depending on how well aware of it you are. God. That sucked. The Mamuta, just throw Pikmin at it and you will win. In the second game, you get a species of Pikmin that's really, come on. Selfish. You get a species of Pikmin that's purple Pikmin. My favorite type of Pikmin that you unlock in the second game, not my favorite type of Pikmin overall. But yeah. After getting this Pikmin, it makes fights much easier because they do 10 times the amount of damage when thrown onto an enemy. Meaning they become boss destroyers. And they make it so easy to defeat most of the enemies in the game. They're kind of broken, but, you know, it's good to have some broken characters, or Pikmin, in your party at all times. Where'd you go? What? Oh, I didn't even notice you. You could have died, buddy. You could have died. Alright, there we go. I still have some leaves and buds in there, but it's not going to be super important. Just raise up as many as I can, I guess, to make up for that horrible failure. Not like it's actually going to affect me very much in the long run, but I mean... It makes me feel better. Alright, so that was the Goolix, and that was the Mamuta. And, yeah, that's all there is to them. They're pretty weak secret bosses. I can't really even say bosses. But they are there for anyone that wants to fight them and play the game and win against them or whatever. They give you quite a few Pikmin with... Well, the Goolix doesn't really. It all depends on what you have with you and what you're doing. But yeah, there you go. Congratulations, you win! And we take off from the impact site for the last time. 14 days since impact. Iridescent flint beetle. This creature's hypnotic reflective body is quite hard, giving it a good defense against Pikmin attacks. Why, then, do the Pikmin chase it in such a frenzy? I wonder if it will undergo any change if I hit it with Pikmin directly. It does! It spits out nectar and pellets. I don't actually know what its real-life counterpart is, but that's beside the point. Tomorrow, we take on the final trial. Possibly our last day in Pikmin 2. Thank you guys for watching. If you like my stuff, check my Patreon. If you like my stuff, I actually have a lot of other videos out. But if you like my stuff, you can also like, comment, and subscribe. Check my Patreon, Coffee, and Twitter in the description. To support the channel, follow me on Twitter. I retweet a lot of giveaways. You know, have a good one, guys. Bye.